This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, 5 days dedicated to lifting up the men and women who guide and lead and teach our children every day. While we know there are thousands of teachers deserving of special recognition, this morning we were persuaded by some very kind fifth graders to surprise their favorite teacher. Brenda McQueen has taught in the Houston Independent School District for 34 years. She started at Sinclair Elementary in 1989, moved to Poe Elementary in 1999, and then for the last 9 years, she's called River Oaks Elementary home. Her students sent us some sweet messages explaining why they just love her so much.
I really like how Miss McQueen encourages us to do our best every time.
I like how Miss McQueen is always nice and is always ready to help us when we don't understand something.
One thing I like about Miss McQueen is she's funny and she makes learning really fun.
One thing I like about Miss McQueen is she has really high expectations.
One thing that I like about Miss McQueen is she's caring and it always helps me with my schoolwork.
One thing I like about Miss McQueen is she gets involved with the kids.
We love you, Miss McQueen!
And we know she's not watching because the school day just started 10 minutes ago. That's where Amy Davis is now, outside of Miss McQueen's classroom, ready to surprise her and the class this morning. Amy, any hints that we're there? Does she know?
She does not know that we are here. Her students know. The principal, Mr. Diedrich, William Diedrich, knows. Good morning. Thank you so much for letting us come for this surprise today.
Absolutely. We're so happy to have y'all here to celebrate Miss McQueen.
Yeah, so right now I'm hearing, I think they're doing announcements right now in the classroom.
They are. Yes, they are doing announcements right now.
Okay, so a little bit of planning obviously went into this surprise. So she knew something was happening today, but she has no idea that we're coming. What did you have to tell her to get her ready?
So we told her that we had to reshoot a picture for her retirement party, and just to make sure that she knew and that she was dressed appropriately, because we knew she would never forgive us if we didn't at least make sure she was dressed nicely.
Today she's like, oh, today was the one day I was running late and I didn't do my hair or something. So I want to talk to you while they're doing announcements, because we want to go in right as the announcements are ending. So it's also really special because she is retiring after 34 years of teaching. This will be her last Teacher Appreciation Week, last of a lot of things. But why, some parents and students reached out through their parents and said, we want to do something special for our teacher. And you basically said, yeah, that doesn't surprise me that they'd want to. Tell us a little bit about her.
Miss McQueen is truly a legend here at River Oaks Elementary, and she's a big reason why our community is as special as it is. She is known all through the community. She's impacted positively countless families and students, and so anytime we have parents who come to River Oaks for 5th grade, they always want her to be the teacher. She's the one they request. All of our teachers are great, but Miss McQueen's, her name is legendary.
Yeah, well, we want to introduce you to Miss McQueen. I personally have never met her. I feel like I know so much about her already, but you're going to guide us to her classroom. We're going to head that way. And then you said, obviously they told all the 5th graders because they have to get the media releases, so everybody in our classroom knows. So you said they're super excited about this as well. We brought donuts. We hope you don't mind us sugaring everybody up at the start of the school day.
I do not mind in this case at all. So, and actually we're already right here. Okay. So here she is.
All right, so we're ready to go in.
Hey, Miss McQueen. Hi. We have a little surprise for you.
Good morning. Hi, my name's how are you? Amy Davis with KPRC. We came because we wanted to say thank you so much. We know it's Teacher Appreciation Week, but a lot of your students and their parents and the administrators here at the school wanted you to be recognized this Teacher Appreciation Week for all that you do and all that you've done in the classroom over the last 3 decades.
I know, thank you so much. I attended HISD schools.
Yeah?
So I've been here for a long time. I came in like 1975. I was in 1st grade in HISD.
Which HISD school?
So I went to, it was called S.A. Pleasant Elementary School, and then that was elementary school in the 5th Ward area. And then I went to Terrell Middle School, which is in the Trinity Garden area, and then I graduated from Cashmere High School.
Oh my God.
Went to University of Houston, and then they hired me at U of H to come to HISD. They actually had a job fair right there. So
fantastic. Guys, what do you think? How did you keep the secret? Yeah. Thank you so much. We brought donuts. We brought flowers. We've got questions for you, and we want to have some questions for you guys too, for anybody who wants to talk to us. I know we're catching you off guard, like it's the very start of your day.
This is what we do. This is River Oaks. It's always like this at River Oaks. So
yeah. Are you in 20 years ago? We understand that you were on KPRC as well. So 20 years ago, maybe not to the day, but to the year, for our KPRC2 Sunshine Award.
Yes, I actually have I keep everything in the whole wide world, but that year they gave me a banner. Let's see if this doesn't all fall down. Let's see.
She's like, I have
memories, yeah.
Memories?
So, and
Oh
that
my
year,
gosh.
the parents that day, it said Sunshine Award winner on there.
Oh, how
Sunshine, and they made this like a little palette, and they landed a helicopter at Poe Elementary School for me. It was when they would feature different people for doing outstanding things, and one of my students, her name is Grace Othout. She's like 30 years old now.
Wow.
She actually wrote my name, and so they honored me, and here I am now. Still,
That is so cool. And 20 years later, I think it was Chuck George who used to do that segment. It was
the helicopter came. They came. They actually landed the helicopter, and I was like, "Oh my God, they're bringing someone." We didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was me, and so, but it was me. So I appreciate that as well.
And 20 years later, your students, their parents, everybody's still raving about you. So tell us a little bit. Tell us about students. Advice for your students, and you probably give them advice all the time about students who think that school is boring. What do you say to them?
Well, here at River Oaks, school is not boring, but what we actually, when I want kids to remember, so here in HISD, we care about the whole student, not just the academic student. That's really, really important, but if we take care of their emotional needs and their physical needs, then the academic stuff kind of comes easily for you. And then when they trust you and when they have a relationship with you, then they will do it for you. A lot of times it's because they care about you as the teacher.
Yeah.
Despite all the other stuff that you hear about it, I've had nothing but a wonderful experience in HISD for my entire career, 34 years, and I'm leaving. I'm going to retire at the end of this year only because it's time for me to retire, but I've had a wonderful career in HISD from my personal experience and my education that they gave me personally to my own child who's here today. And so she just happened to stop by. And then for other kids, so when kids see me out and about, I want them to remember that when they were in my class, I was a fair teacher. We cared about academics, but we cared about them as a whole student first.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anybody want to say anything? I'm putting you guys all on the spot, but tell us. She's got her hand up. Hey, hand up. So tell us a little bit about. So you knew we were coming. Why do you think that Mrs. McQueen deserves special attention today? Recognition.
She's been teaching for a lot of time, so she has a lot of students that remember her. If she ran for governor, she would win. That's how many students she's taught.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's saying a lot. That not just in the classroom. If she ran for governor for the state of Texas, she would win.
Yes.
And she'd have your vote for sure.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. You know, this is an interesting time, obviously, with a shortage of teachers like all around the country. I mean, so what do you have to say to people who are considering, maybe I want to be a teacher, but I'm not so sure right now? I mean, what would you say?
Well, I can't think of another career that is so rewarding. So when you come to work, there was an old saying that says, if you find something to do that you love, you never work a day in your life. So that's pretty much how I feel. When I come in the morning, if I'm not feeling well, or I'm kind of like, the kids will say something, "Oh, Miss McQueen, you're not feeling okay," or they kind of encourage you. But to see minds grow, like, what else can you do? Like, we're planting the seed of our future. These kids are going to take, that's another reason I'm kind to them, because they're going to take care of me one day, so I want them to remember that I was kind to them. But firm, strict, had high expectation for learning, but we care about the kids.
Yeah.
And so that's our whole thing. I don't know. Anybody who wanted to become a teacher, I would say it's a rewarding career. And all the things that you hear in the media, you just kind of have to sift it with the sifter as well, because it's not as, like when people go, oh, HISD, I don't have a negative experience with HISD at all.
Right.
So it depends on who you are and how you perceive things. Things change, but yet they stay the same. Kids are still 10 years old. Kids still come with a mind to be molded. They still have to go to middle school. We still have to prepare them for that. And so when the rules change, like no cursive rules, I still teach cursive, because it's important to me. And when some things are pulled out of the curriculum, we figure out a way to put it back in so that we can nurture the whole kid. because the kid might not be the smartest reading student, but they might be an outstanding drawer, or they might be an outstanding runner, a perfect citizen, and things like that. And I think that that's what we forget, that kids are little people that are going to grow up to be big people who are going to make major decisions for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I want to get, do you want to come up here with your mom? You just happen to be here today. Did you just happen to be here today, or did somebody let you know today would be a good day to be here? Yeah, she said, I knew what was happening. What do you have to, I mean, what's your mom going to do, like, when she retires next month?
She has her hands full with a couple of different things, so I'm not too busy about what she's going to do. I'm more concerned on if she's going to be okay with leaving and not having the kids. So just going to be
She was
checking
actually
on
my
her.
student in 4th grade, so she was a science teacher.
She's your science teacher. Okay, so it's so funny because, you know, we got flowers for you, and I said, you know, all of the balloons, we were looking for all the thank yous. They all said best mom ever, and Mr. Dietrich said, well, that'd be appropriate too. She's also a mom.
I am, so thank you.
And a mom to all of these students. Anything that you would like to say, Mr. Dietrich?
I'm just grateful that we have her, and I have a feeling that we'll be seeing her again soon, even after she retires. We talked about maybe some possibilities of her still supporting our small group and reading students as they're working on their reading skills. So, yeah, I'm confident we'll still have her in the community.
She's like, okay.
Positive note, you know, like administrators. So I can't leave out Mr. Johnson. He's in the back. He wants to come. He needs to come here because this has been my friend for a really, really long time. I actually came to River Oaks. I've been at like several different schools in HISD. So I started from like 1989 to 99. I was at Sinclair Elementary, which is in the Heights area. Oh, you did?
We did.
Okay, well, so then when I came here, Mr. Johnson was a 4th grade teacher, and then we were co-workers, and then he was my boss.
Oh, wow.
For a while. So now he is my boss and my evaluator, and it's like, I don't think there's, and then we're personal friends, like we travel outside of HISD together.
Yeah.
I mean, for IB training and for just, we're world travelers. We've been to Canada together and Louisiana. We presented for IB together. So those are the things, too. I think that teaching gives you a chance to make lifelong friends.
Right.
And when you have administrators that support you, I don't even think you can do, regardless of what's going on, when your immediate administrators are supporting you, you can get through anything.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Ms. McQueen, thank you so much for letting us surprise you. We hope you guys have time to enjoy the donut.
Thank you so much for taking the time. And I feel honored.
Yeah, well, we hope so. That was the whole idea. So, okay, guys, can we give a thank you, Ms. McQueen, on the count of 3? Can we do that to end out the segment? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Ms. McQueen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, Haley, we're going to toss it back to you in the studio.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that's wonderful. And yeah, big thank you to the students too who let us know about Ms. McQueen. I hope they do enjoy their donuts, enjoy their day. Everybody's very deserving. Happy Teacher Appreciation Day to everyone who's watching. Amy, great job. We appreciate your reporting too.